Well, I became a mom for the first time a year ago. My son actually just turned 1 yesterday. And so I was thinking a lot about just the idea of lineage that I come from and the idea of the lineage that I'm, ushering my son into. This piece was done on watercolor paper. The paper was stained with tea, and there was a mixture of tea and then later watercolor paint used to create some of the detail work in it. And then that paper was worked, folded, crumpled, stretched. I wanted to create this story in the fibers of the paper itself to show that it had gone through something, that it wasn't just this fresh sheet of paper, but similar to how our skin actually holds stories visually of the time in the life that we've lived, that this paper would show that something has happened to it. And so I crumpled it and I just worked the fibers of the paper until you could see these marks in it from where the creases had formed, and the tea had settled in different areas of the paper differently than others. And then I cut out the pieces of the landscape and sewed them together so that it was almost as if, it kind of reminded me of it. I used to be in 4-H and how I would stretch a hide and sew it together. I kind of wanted it to literally represent skin and to literally be something that was kind of held together with this thread, which I thought of thread in a lot of ways as I thought of generations too, because it was just literally like a line holding all these lives together. I was thinking a lot as I became a mom about the earth as a mother, and in so many different ways. One is more metaphorically and then the other is more visual. So metaphorically, just in a nurturing sense, that the earth is, from the beginning of time till the end of time, if there is an end of time, that there has just been this nurturing force in the earth that has just brought this life year after year, moment after moment. It's a thankless job in a lot of ways. I mean, the earth is doing what it does just constantly, and we don't see it, and we often don't stop to appreciate it in similar ways that I've realized I haven't stopped to appreciate my own mother or the mothers that have come before her. But because of them, we have the life we have. And so the earth is a mother in that sense, that it's just this nurturing presence. This is a landscape. And as you look at the landscape, you see these hills that kind of fold back into the distance. And each of those hills are actually the silhouette of this pregnant belly that, as the tree comes up out of the hill, you see the root system underneath it. And so I wanted to create that visual connection between the literal root system that a human mother holds as this life is being created, and the connection of the earth holding some of those same visuals.